Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry, Judge. What I did right, Sean kind of covered like how predominantly what I did right.
Okay.
And my lawyer just told me I couldn't talk about a lot of things, so.
Well, you just need to be careful. If you start talking about the facts of the case, you could end up creating more evidence against you, so that's probably his concern. So I just want you to be aware of that. But even if you're repeating what Mr. Gathright said, you still have the right to say it. So I don't want you to feel that you can't talk just because Mr. Gathright already said it.
Okay. All right. I don't even have or know the right words to say that can rectify the intense severity of how I am situated currently, corresponding to my sentencing right now. I don't think anyone with a reasonable mind frame could adjust their conscience to the reality of something this absurd, especially being this young. This is harder than what I intended. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like our appearances here were more political based than solely on our 6th and 14th Amendment, which guarantees our right to a fair trial with an impartial jury for each defendant. Being that, I'm not gonna say that. I wanted to say something to you directly.
No, that's fine, and you're more than welcome to disagree with any way I may have ruled in the case. You just can't
Repeat the facts.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you don't need to repeat the facts, but you just can't be rude to me. That's all I'm asking.
I understand.
You can express disagreement. I have thick skin, and there'll be an appellate review of everything I did, but just don't be disrespectful, because then I'm gonna have to tell you to sit down, and it becomes a thing. So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
just not have a thing.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay. So, thank you. You all right. So, Judge Cisco, unlike the rest of my co-defendants here, they all are charged with being the alleged shooters and have the same verdicts. However, me, on the other hand, the one who was charged with me for playing the same alleged role as I, gets found not guilty for what I am charged with. Alicia's case didn't contradict the alleged shooters versus the state case. I don't even think it's possible it could have. However, it contradicts mine being the only principle here, because both of our jury's decisions contradict each other. The only nuance is I went to trial with 3 other people who have the same verdict as I, and she didn't. Alicia get found not guilty for my current charge. It wasn't a coincidence. Basically what I'm saying is Alicia and the state alleged that we played, that's getting into like the facts of like the case.
Well, that's okay. If I'm hearing you correctly, you are taking issue with the fact that I don't know if she's your current or former girlfriend, but she went to trial. She was convicted of a manslaughter and got 15 years, and now you're here facing life, and that I would assume that seems unjust to you. Is that correct?
That's highly unjust. I seen Susie Lopez on the news this morning, and she was saying that justice has been served. Absolutely, if you see it from that perspective. But everything that's a perspective is based off perception. So if you say that's justice, okay, but when you look at, if you put me and Alicia up on like side by side, that's unjust. Like, it's injustice. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's contrary to my verdict. Like, her jury made their decision. Our jury made their decision, but it contradicts like both of our verdicts. The only difference is like I went to trial with my co-defendants and she went to trial by herself. So I feel like personally, I got guilt more so by association than like participation. That's all I really wanted to say, Judge. Sorry, because this is way more harder than I anticipated. But that's all, though. Thank you.
Sure,
Yes, ma'am.
sure. And you probably know when Miss Andrews went to trial, she basically pinned it all on you.
Absolutely, yeah, I know. You know when, as I sit with my lawyer, like he's very, like he's probably shivering over there because he don't know what I'm gonna
Right.
say out my mouth.
Right. He's very
Yeah,
concerned.
definitely. A lot of people don't know, but before you go to trial, you try to be optimistic, but everything is done strategically. So how the lawyers optimize what they gonna say or what they gonna do, they do it with the client. You know, I'm not saying what she's saying was wrong or not wrong, or what he wanted her to say, or what she said. You know, but that's all though. I want to say something to like Jacksonville though too. So to my city, man, it ain't worth it, boy. Like it ain't worth it. Like me being a rapper from my city, and Foolio being a rapper from our city, it ain't worth it. Like my mouth getting dry. Sorry. Like the dissing, the beefing, the shooting. Like for what? Like for what? Like when you sitting in your cell alone, cold, it's lonely as hell in that bed. Everybody leave you. Like nobody here for you. Like the ones that's your ride or die, your girlfriends, whoever you love, the only person there for you is your mother, and maybe like one friend, maybe, but it ain't worth it though, bro. It ain't worth it. I was 21 years old facing the death penalty. I never ever, my only interactions with law enforcement was traffic tickets. Wake up next morning, I'm facing the death penalty. That's how quick life can change. It ain't worth it, bro. That's all though. And sorry if I was nervous. Sorry.
No, it's okay, Mr. Chance. And thank you for saying that.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, Mr. Davion.